Our next speaker, we are very honored to have Mr. Jim Hackett, who is the trustee of Rice University and trustee of Baylor College of Medicine. He's co-founder of the Hackett Center. He has served on the boards of many public and private companies in the state of Texas. Most notably, he and his wife, Maureen, have funded and founded the Hackett Center for Mental Health to push for policy analysis and legislation in Texas. Mr. Hackett will be discussing why brain health is important to the private sector and the Texas economy. Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Rolla. I'm pleased to be with everybody here today. And it's been a long journey on the mental health front for our family and for many people in our country and around the world. And I'm really honored to be with a bunch of people dedicated to continuing that journey and making it ever more successful. I remember the days back when we were voluntarily adopting mental health parity amongst a bunch of companies in Houston, and Houston kind of led the way in that volunteer effort because a number of us had realized very early on that the productivity improvements from addressing mental illness, in this case, were just extraordinary. So that actually creating better healthcare plans to address mental illness was a really, really good business proposition. We're now on the forefront, now that stigma is becoming less of an issue, which it was a huge issue back then. We're on the forefront of actually looking at not only mental health illness, but also mental health and how we optimize mental health. And I see this HB 15 and the opportunity to perhaps establish a brain health institute at Rice is a really interesting and compelling opportunity for businesses to address not only human flourishing of their employees, but also enhancing their capability to get the most out of people while they're in the four walls of their work environments. And I'm particularly interested in having more research be done about what kinds of things we do in work routines and work design spaces that will enhance the productivity of employees. Simple things like lighting. We all know that it's great to have good natural lighting. It'd be really interesting to know, like, in what way does that actually impact brain health and productivity? It'd be very interesting to know, well, at what points during the day should we say to people, get off your computers, because there's proof, there's established science behind why you want to get up for 5 minutes, stretch, maybe put your hands up, not just at your side, not sit somewhere, all those kinds of things to establish better brain health, not just addressing mental illness, are really intriguing to me. Rice is really well situated, along with its involvement with the TMC, to do that. We've been, as a state, I know that we have the great benefit of a number of the associations that people on this call have. One of those is the Meadows Mental Health Policy Institute up in Dallas, which has been a big proponent of HB 15. We know that the next frontier for mental health is really in the policy making arena. And we know what CPRIT did when we had a similar significant effort on the part of the state to advance something very important to the future of humanity. This squarely fits HB 15 within that space, and I think has every chance to deliver on the promises and investments that CPRIT has made in the state of Texas. So I hope that all employers work with the very important and successful institutions in the nonprofit side in the state of Texas to make this next frontier happen more quickly, or as quickly as we possibly can. So thank you.